Hello everyone, Neil from Merch Informer here. Today I just want to do a quick video on the new updates we just pushed to Merch Informer. Now, one of the things that I particularly look for all the time when I'm doing my research is one, a niche that isn't oversaturated, so I want to look for a niche that doesn't have too many designs in it. But I'm also really looking at reviews, because what I've noticed being a very, very early seller, I was one of the first people on the platform that really took advantage of this, was that if you price low enough where everyone else was pricing really high, this was 2 years ago now, you could get a higher sales volume, and that would lead to more reviews. So the more reviews you have, you typically are going to see that these are definitely good sellers, and they continue to sell over time. You're not going to be overtaken by any competition. So knowing that, when I'm doing my research, I make sure that when I'm going into a niche, I don't want all the top shirts to have reviews on them, because that is a signal to me that's going to be a little harder to gain some traction, because customers are going to be shopping, one, with their eyes. So do they like the design? Is the design better than, say, everything else in the niche? And then two, they're going to look for those reviews. They're going to say, okay, I want some proof that other people have purchased this and they like it. So if you see a bunch of reviews, I personally typically stay away from it. Let me just jump into Merch Informer here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So now that we're in here at the back end, we'll start with the product search. So let's just use a general term as an example. How about hunting? So we'll enter hunting in there, hit search, give it a few seconds to pop up here. Alright, now that it's loaded, you're going to see a few things that are going to look a little different. One is where we had the results data. This is really easy to come in here and see, what are people pricing at? What's the lowest price? What's the highest price? Generally, I see that a lot of people price average. That's probably where you stand the best chance of making sales, but also making a good royalty on those sales. But we've added a column called the average BSR. So this is really helpful to look at a niche as a whole and say, okay, how is this niche doing? Are there more than... is there more than one shirt that's making sales? And as you can see, we typed in hunting, average BSR of 837K. Now, that's not super low, but that's also in a range where we know that these shirts are selling, once, twice a week. That's good enough for when you have an account that has, it's very high tier. You're really looking just to make sales. You're not looking for a shirt to sell every single day, but you do want a shirt that sells consistently for you. The next thing you're going to see is the keyword count. Let me just scroll down here. What this is going to do is going to show you the top used keywords in the top 100 results we pulled. So there's 100 results in the product search, and these are going to be the most used keywords for all of these shirts combined. So it's super easy to come in here. You're looking for a niche. You're wondering, okay, I typed in hunting. What other keywords are people using for their hunting shirts? You can just come in here and look. Hunting is the most used keyword with 316 different instances of that keyword. You have gift, hunter, looks like a lot of deer shirts, funny. People put in, different descriptors such as birthday, Christmas. But then you really get down, you can see, okay, people are, doing bow hunting. Some are talking about fishing. So you can get a lot of ideas just by looking at this keyword count, which is going to show you the top used keywords within the top 100 results. So the first thing you can look at is the average BSR. Make sure, is this a niche even worth looking at? Is the BSR low enough where the niche as an entire whole is making sales? And if it is, you can come down, you can look at the keyword count and see, okay, as a whole, how is this niche doing and what keywords are they using? Now, when I was talking about in the intro was I typically look at reviews. And, if some reviews are really bad, maybe they're talking about that specific design. Maybe they're talking about the sizing. Don't really know. But what we've added to Merch Informer is now the summary is over here. So you can find the BSR right here, the estimated monthly sales, everything we had before. But in its place, we used to have this information over here. And now we have customer reviews. So you can come down, you can see, okay, this has a review. This has 4 reviews. And you can click the reviews. They'll open up on Amazon. You can read what they liked, what they didn't like. Was it a sizing issue? You can see this first one. It looks like a sizing issue, but other than that, people are enjoying this design. So maybe that's a niche you want to take a look at. Now, if we head back into Merch Informer, we've added the same information in different modules. So we've added all of this to the product search, and we've also added it to the merchant search. Let me just come over here. I'm going to type in a random brand that I'm pretty sure there's some shirts under. Funny Hunting Shirts. Alright, now that we've got that, I'm going to hit search here. Alright, so there is a brand called Funny Hunting Shirts. I know a lot of people do this, so you can pretty much type in funny niche here shirts, and there's probably going to be a brand for it. Anyways, we have the average BSR here as well for this specific brand as a whole. Now, a lot of people are going to be under one brand. They're trying to brand themselves on Amazon, so that's really helpful. We have the same keyword count information here, so you can see which keywords are most used in this entire brand as a whole. And then we've also got the product reviews down here. So if you're coming down here, you can click Get Product Reviews. Sometimes there's not going to be reviews available. That's fine. But same thing here. We have the keyword count, the ASIN, the price, the BSR, and the estimated monthly sales are now moved over here with the reviews column to the right. Now, finally, just as an example, I'm going to go to the Merch Hunter. Just hit search. Now, the Merch Hunter is super powerful. It's super quick, and you can enter in, the top 100 to the top 1,000, see the best-selling shirts on Merch by Amazon at any time. But if you come down here, you see some shirts. Just as a side note, while this is being filmed, I would not do any Super Bowl shirts relating to the Eagles. A lot of them are coming down. So we see here, Dilly Dilly, click product reviews, and as you see, this shirt, don't do it, by the way. It's a Bud Light shirt, but they have 67 reviews on that shirt. And keep scrolling down. You see Bird Gang. Click to get the product reviews. There's one product review. You can click that review. You can read it. As you see, they love this shirt. But again, Bird Gang wouldn't do anything about Eagles. But as you see, we added the customer reviews to 3 different modules: the Merch Hunter, the product search, and the brand search, as well as the average BSR and the keyword count. So let us know how you like that update below. That's probably going to be it for today. Like this video and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.